want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Well, it is a truthful kind of day. I think that we need to have a little talk about Ukraine. Folks, the Ukraine war is basically over. In the absence of an intentional, and I mean intentional, escalation in violence caused by the West, Poland or the US or NATO altogether doing something to increase the war there, I think it is over. SHTF, however, is not. So what we're looking for are indicators, signs. What is the deal, right? This is phase 2 of SHTF Great Reset. Now, the first tsunami or first wave, if you will, was Cerveza bug. It came and they kept waving it on into us, right? Well, it's kind of gone down. People don't give a shit. They don't care. They don't buy it. They've seen it as the sham. I think America is waking up to what a sham Ukraine is. Well, and they don't give a shit because gas prices are high and food prices are high. Now, what is happening in Ukraine is Russian forces have now seized the last holdout city in the Luhansk province. Okay. Donetsk and now Luhansk are under Russian military control for all purposes of understanding. Now, according to reports, Monday, and it's early Monday for us, but it's the end of the day over in Russia, over in Ukraine. Ukraine's military acknowledged that Russian forces have taken over the center of the key city of Severodonetsk. And this was considered the last holdout, the last resistance in that province. And now Moscow, the Kremlin, Russia, Putin, they basically control the entirety of the Luhansk province. Now, that doesn't mean there isn't fighting that's going to continue. And it doesn't mean that everyone's dead. It just means that the Russians are controlling it, and it's just a matter of time, right? Now, just 2 weeks ago, as the win-loss ratio in the Donbass shifted clearly in Russia's favor, and I say it's been shifting that way forever. Or it's, never mind, right? But Russia is overwhelming them incredibly, and Ukraine admits it, and we'll get to that here in a second. But the foreign minister of Russia, Sergei Lavrov, told French television, okay, the West, they told the West that for Moscow, the absolute priority is to push the Ukrainian army and the Ukrainian battalions out of Donetsk and out of Luhansk, right? Now, with Severodonetsk taken control of, this is looking increasingly like, right, Russia's won this. Now, get this, right? Speaking from near the front line, my ass, it is BS. Likely the guy is speaking from Poland. The Ukrainian regional governor, Vitaly Kim, he begged for more support from the United States and Europe. He says his forces are running low on ammunition. So I asked the question, where did the $40 billion in U.S. aid go? What did it do? Where did it go? Who has it? Right? Now get this. This is what he admits to, right? This is what Kim, the regional governor, who's probably hiding in a very safe place. He says Russia's army is more powerful. They have a lot of artillery and ammo. For now, this is a war of artillery, and we are out of ammo, Kim said. The help of Europe and America is very, very important. Wasn't $40 billion enough, you pieces of thieving shit? Unbelievable, folks. They say they're outgunned, they're out artilleried, and Russia is just going to continue to bomb or artillery the shit out of the Ukraine forces that are still there. This basically, folks, is a mop-up operation at this point. Doesn't mean people aren't dying, doesn't mean conflict doesn't continue, doesn't mean there aren't going to be pot shots and assassinations and snipers and bullshit. It doesn't mean, folks, that the Azov battalion and the Ukrainian military isn't going to leave with its tail between the legs, all the while stealing, killing, thieving, and murdering people along the way, and then blaming the Russians. Because this region has a lot of, you guessed it, ethnic Russians living in it right now. This is a mop-up story, right? It's a fake war to profit politicians and military-industrial complex. The same way Cerveza bug was a fake pandemic that profited big pharmaceutical and politicians, right? These people, folks, have their hands in the money laundering machine. Oh, hi, Hunter and Mittens and 99 Proof and McTurtle. We all see you and know what this is about, though we can't stop you. But we all see what is happening, you know. And this is another indicator, right? While all of this fighting and tragedy is going on in Ukraine, it's actually not in Ukraine, folks. It's in Luhansk and Donetsk. Right? Ukrainians go to the beach in Kiev. Well, they took that $40 billion, someone did, and put it in the bank somewhere to fight Russia, right? But in Kiev, the people go to the beaches this weekend. Really? They go to the beach? They can go to the beach in Kiev. They have a nice warm weekend, folks. It was warm there, warm enough that people could go put on their bathing suits and lay in the sand and swim in the water around Kiev. Is that what they did in World War II? When the Allies were fighting the Germans and the Nazis were over there in Ukraine fighting the Russians, did they stop fighting during the weekend and just go hang out at the beach, drink a little vodka, I guess, have some Smirnoff, some Stoli, right? Is that what they were doing? I don't think so. The war is not in Kiev. Now, a couple of bombs have fallen there or missiles struck there, but only to take out military assets that were being, shall we say, put together, coordinated in order to send into the war zone. The war zone is where the Russians are at, where the Russian, shall we say, citizens are at. Because there are ethnic Russians that have lived in this area, eastern Ukraine, and it wants to be independent. And that's where the fight is. Unbelievable, folks. They're taking the weekend off in Kiev. They feel safe enough to just go wherever they want. Go to the beach, go to the river, go to the water. We're going to go chill in Ukraine. You know, I thought everyone who was of fighting age and male was supposed to be at the front lines getting killed for Mother Ukraine, right? For the homeland. Why not? Why aren't they there? Why are they at the beach hanging with the ladies? Is this fake war and fake propaganda and fake bullshit to fool Americans? Yes, there is conflict there. Yes, people are dying. Yes, money is being spent. But for a lot of Ukraine, not such a problem, right? Oh yeah, 46 U.S. military biolabs. That was released over the weekend. Admitted to. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, but in America, high gas prices, higher food prices, and even higher baby food prices if it's even available. Thanks, Biden. Right? Biden did this, folks. Obama did this, folks. Globalists have done this intentionally. Don't be fooled, folks. Don't be fooled. This is our government, but it's not under our control. This government is under the control of very powerful people. Right? In Ukraine, they just need to surrender. They need to give it up and back away. You know, don't worry. You know, don't worry. There's a price to pay, right? And we'll get into that and the coming hard times that are going to follow. For now, get prepared. Food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense, and a plan. We're going to have our premium site up soon, so stand by. Following that, we'll have our app up. But it's one piece at a time as we de-censor ourselves as we move away and we get to more free speech. Chance favors the prepared mind. Thank you for your support, and thank you for being a prepper.